welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I will be reviewing the table. The Wyrmwood Gaming Modular Gaming Table. We got the medium Espresso table, and I have had it for right about a year. Put up a video of my unboxing and first impressions and all that when I got it, and people were like, hey, do a review, and I was like, I've only had it for a month or 2 months, and I'm like, I still agree with my first thoughts. And in general, I still do. But there are definitely some things to say, and I thought after about a year, worth making a video, a bit of a follow-up to the Wyrmwood Gaming Table video. Especially as Wyrmwood has announced that they will soon be doing pre-orders for people to get them that didn't already. And also for those of us that did, to get more accessories. Finally. Which all of those will ship, you know, after they finish fulfilling, so it'll still be a while. But at least there is a path coming for me to get more accessories. So I put together some thoughts. And the first thing to just point out is I am still incredibly happy with this purchase. I am still incredibly happy with the table. I love the vault. I love having the vault. I love that I'm like, I don't need to do a video. But I still have a Dwarven Forge build sitting underneath here for a game that we haven't gotten to yet. I've already built it. It's there. The schedule for that session is for like 3 weeks from now, and it can just stay there. I've put in the work, I have built it, and it can just stay there until the schedule works with my gaming group for us to actually get together and game. And I don't have to worry about it. It's there. I can still, you know, do my reviews or use the table for whatever else I need, and it's just waiting. So that is incredibly convenient. It's also really fun to take off the, you know, for this build it'll be the first 3 leaves, and, you know, show that there is a build under there just waiting for them. That is a fun thing that a year in I still have fun with, as, you know, sitting down with friends or family to the table. They don't know what I've got prepared underneath. They haven't seen it. And it can be a big old build all ready to go, and they just don't know. And that's fun. That's exciting. That's a cool, you know, reveal the encounter kind of moment. So yeah, I love that. I love having a gaming table. I love having the vault. Now, one thing to note is I got the table pretty early on, and so my Espresso is this sort of semi-dark brown, and apparently, from what I've heard, Espresso has become a near black. Given the rest of my game room's black-brown IKEA furniture, I kind of actually wish that I had the newer stuff, although I've heard from many people that, you know, they've gotten it since mine, and they wished that they would have gotten it when it was this color. So, either way, it is still a beautiful table, even if it isn't quite as dark as the rest of my furniture. There is one issue that I have found, especially in the game I am a player, where I'm on the side of the table, and you see, I am a leaner. And as I lean, on one end, if I lean at the wrong spot, like right at the crease of the leaves, it splits on the other end. Then I can pull it back together, but as I lean, it splits. Yeah, so it does that, where the magnets just aren't quite as strong as my body weight. Yeah. So that is an issue that I only notice as a player when I'm running the game and I'm at the end of the table. I don't notice it, one, because I'm obviously leaning you know, against the long end where it's not the split in the seam, and none of my other players have had that issue. It is just me and my lazy leaning. So, that is something to note if you lean. And the table has gained some scratches and dents since I've gotten it. And there are like guides for how to reduce the appearance of them, and I in general don't care. The first few scratches and dents that it got, I was like, oh no, because it came to me like it wasn't even like wood, like it was so ridiculously smooth, it might as well have been like ceramic or something that was just painted to look like wood. But the scratches and dents go into it and look like wood. They react like a scratch or a dent in wood. And once there's more than just a couple of them, and it's just sort of lightly across the table, it looks fine. It looks like a table that gets some use. It's well loved. And just has some degree of character. And I am fine with that. It takes the character well. But it is, you know, it is wood, so it will take impressions. Be aware. I do wish I'd gotten more cup holders. I got one because I wanted just to check it out and see, you know, oh, are these worth it? Yes, they're worth it. I should have one for each person that's sitting at the table. And there might be other accessories that would be nice to have. And so when they do their pre-order store and their whatever, I will definitely be getting more of these, and I may get some more other accessories. But I will definitely be getting probably 4 more of these, or I might do like a mix of these and the bigger cup holders. I'll talk to my players, depending on what size beverages they want. But this is great. This has been great. I would just wish I had more. And one other thing to make note of. I don't know, maybe you could kind of see when I opened up the vault earlier. Maybe you've noticed what's leaning beside me. There is a product that's not Wyrmwood that I have found. It is perfect. See, the table comes with a felt, and the felt is fine, and it works, but I do the D&D. I play tabletop role-playing games, and so I have found that having a mat, and they have an option for just like a tan mat, just generic mat that you can get from them, and especially if you do a lot of your own like drawing stuff, obviously that nice tan color is great for using your wet erase markers, and it shows up perfect. So that's great. But I use a lot of like 3D terrain, and yes, sometimes I build entire little cavern systems, but sometimes it's just a wilderness environment and I just want to throw out a few bits of scatter maybe. And so having a grass mat seemed like it would be useful. That way I can just, you know, throw out my bits of scatter and leave the grass mat to be the rest of the field. I don't have to worry about decorating the rest of it, I suppose. And so I ordered a mat by Mars. I have just ordered another one. This one is now the Sunny Caribbean, so that I can have water. And it's the 36 by 72, which that 36 perfectly fits the width of this vault. Like, there is almost no play in that. So that is the perfect width for it. And it's about 7 inches too long. And the thing about this mat is it cuts real good. Just use a little razor blade. The way I did the grass mat is I tucked one side in, I laid it out, and tucked the other side, or put the other side against it, and kind of just took a wet erase marker and drew where the line should be. The razor blade cut off that 7-inch strip here, and I have just left this mat in the bottom since then. It's just a permanent mat that sits in there. because I find this infinitely more useful than just the gray texture. I suppose if I were using, like, hiding a board game in the vault or something, maybe the gray felt, it's a little softer as it's felt. But for general gaming use, this is great to have on there. If I use the terrain trays and I want to have stuff stick to it, I can just lift it up, stick some terrain trays underneath it, and the magnets work great through it. So I've gotten another one. Probably eventually get more. But yeah, those are the mats by Mars. So that was just a product that I found that has worked very well to partner with the table. So if you do role-playing, or they have mats for other sorts of games, but the 36 by 72 is just 7 inches too long, and the thing cuts really easy. Otherwise, yeah, no, it's still very beautiful table. It's still and it is a sturdy table. And I will point out that it is a sturdy table because of the way that I use my table. It doesn't stay in one place. To make use of my space in my room, this table sits against this bookshelf when not in use. It just sort of pushes up against the bookshelf to stay out of the way. When I am doing my reviews, I have to pull it forward and off to the side, and so I'm dragging it around. And when I have terrain trays and Dwarven Forge in it, it's adding extra weight in there that I'm dragging around. And then when I'm actually gaming with my friends or whatever, I drag it diagonally in the room so that the thing gets like pulled around the room all sorts of different ways, and it has remained sturdy. So I'm pleased with that, because that was, I guess, a possible risk with a table that, obviously it came and I assembled it myself. But it has stayed sturdy, and so that has also been wonderful. Let me see this. Cup holder goes in there. I always use it for storage in there. I've never actually had someone have a drink in there, because then obviously they can spill into the vault. But in general, I always just store it right there. So it's easy to lift up the last topper, pull it out, and have it ready for game. But yeah, no, so I'm still very happy. The leaning issue is the only real negative I've had. But yeah, in general, been pretty happy. It's been a nice table. And it is still, having a vaulted gaming table is still like level dream come true. Wished I've had this for so long. So glad to finally have it. And I'm excited for the upcoming pre-order stuff so I can get more accessories for it. You can go ahead and subscribe, and if I do pick up anything other than the exact same cup holders, I'll follow up with another video whenever that stuff does arrive and I'm able to get that. Like, comment your opinions on the table if you managed to get one, or let me know if you're hoping to get one now that they're shortly going to be opening up pre-orders at long last. Thank you for watching. Bye.